where they, in the hypnotic state, recall a time they needed to be forgiven. Because we first have to realize that even though we may not have done something as heinous or as terrible as what was done to us, that all of us at one time or another, we've come to, those people in our lives that we live with on a day-to-day basis, and we require forgiveness too, and that is a humbling experience, and also helps us to realize that there is humanity, especially like if you're dealing with a spouse. If we can be forgiven, can't they be forgiven? And so that would be the process I would like to initiate tonight, if I may. Would you like
No,
to go
I think that sounds awesome. That sounds, yeah, because I think I just think that's great. The whole idea of, in order for me to learn to forgive others, I need to be able to see myself as receiving forgiveness. I think that was worth what I paid for this workshop tonight, William. So, and you haven't even done the process yet. So take a couple of moments and guide us through the process, because I think that's really important and right on. So if you'll guide us through that process, that'd be awesome.
Very, very good, very good. Well, if you would like to participate, I would invite you to get in a comfortable position, and most of you know how to do self-hypnosis, and I'd like you to get in that state, just calmly get into that state. If it helps you to close your eyes, that's wonderful, and just go ahead and begin to just allow yourself to think of a time when you were so absorbed in an activity, so immersed and so focused that you even began to fail to notice things going on around you. You may have even forgotten to notice how much time had gone by. And just think of a time like that. Allow yourself to remember. Allow yourself to recall. And as you relax and as you remember, you may want to think of a time where you were so focused, so immersed in what you're doing, that you even forgot to notice how much time had gone by. Think of an experience like that was especially pleasant for you. You were so absorbed in what you're doing. That's right. And as you relax, just turn your focus inward now. You may want to take a deep breath or two. And each time as you exhale, just allowing the relaxation to move through your body, down your arms, down your legs, all the way out your fingertips, all the way out your feet. Relaxing your face, and then maybe taking another deep breath. Allowing yourself just to turn your focus inward. Now, your conscious mind, of course, will be hearing my words. Thoughts will pop in and out of your conscious mind. But your deep unconscious mind will be open and receptive, so that these thoughts, these suggestions will remain with you long after the session is over. Good. Now, just for a moment, I'd like you to go back in your memory, back in your mind. I'd like you to think of a time when you were wrong. Maybe you said the wrong thing. Maybe you did the wrong thing. Maybe you forgot someone's feelings. Maybe you were insensitive to another person's opinion. And I want you to go back to a time that, as you recall, as you remember, you were wrong. And you knew you were wrong. You may not have known you were wrong at the very moment, but you realized later that you were wrong. And I want you to think of that, and I want you to recall that someone that you hurt, someone you offended, someone that you damaged in some way, was willing to restore the relationship with you through forgiveness. And as you recall and as you remember, allow yourself to feel those feelings again, the feelings of allowing that forgiveness to come to you, and then the joy that comes from restoring that relationship, and the acceptance that comes with realizing that you are valued enough by that other person that they would forgive you. Valued as a person, may be valued in that relationship, and also realizing that that person that forgave you was giving you a gift, and that person was a big person on the inside, because they were able to overcome their hurt, their offense, their insult, and they were able to reach out to you and to forgive and to allow you that gift, that blessing that they offered to you. Now, notice how it felt. Notice how you felt toward the other person. Notice how you became a better person by being forgiven, and how that person demonstrated that they were a much better person because they were willing to forgive. And as you remember and as you recall, in your mind, you may want to recognize what a gift that was. And in your heart, you may want to recall those feelings of acceptance and how it built up your sense of self-worth. Even though you had done something wrong, you were valued enough by the other person. You were given a gift so that that situation was resolved. Now, as you continue just to remember and to relax, you may want to recall someone else who has hurt you or said something to you or been insensitive to you. And you may want to see them with the eyes of forgiveness. You may want to think of them in a way that gives them value and worth. And in your heart, you may want to begin to open your heart so that you can begin to imagine allowing that person to be forgiven by you, because you are giving them a gift. It's not because they've earned it. It's a gift from you because they did something to you that did hurt you, that did insult you, that did damage you. But you're making the decision, and it is a decision to forgive. Now, when you're ready, just take your time. Just bring yourself back to full awareness, full consciousness, but allow yourself to keep the insights and allow your deep unconscious mind to bring up those things that were helpful from that experience to your conscious mind so that you may use them when they're needed. And when you're ready, you may just open your eyes and you remain in this wonderful, relaxed state, willing to listen and to learn through the rest of this session this evening. Thank you so much for participating.
Oh, that's pretty